Hi everyone, it's Haifa here from Fufu's Kitchen, and I'm gonna make for you some tuna salad today. I was hungry for lunch, wanted something different. I haven't had tuna salad in so long, and I've had this can of tuna sitting in my pantry. So I said, you know what? Let's make some tuna salad. I'm gonna make it packed with protein. So I'm gonna be using some eggs in there in my tuna salad, and it's going to make it keto friendly as well. And like I said, add lots of protein. So let me show you what you're going to need. I'm gonna be using sour cream as opposed to mayo, but you could definitely use mayo. I just happen to have some sour cream in the fridge that I'd like to finish, so I'm gonna use that, and it's gonna add a really nice tangy and creaminess. And then I'm also gonna use some whole grain mustard. You could use any mustard that you have for this recipe, so don't worry about that. I'm just using what's available to me. I like a little kick of heat, so I like to add some hot sauce, maybe a few splashes. I'm going to also add some fresh lemon juice. And then you're also going to need some salt and pepper. I'm gonna add some olives in there, some green onion. You can definitely use red onion, some parsley, a little bit of jalapeno just for that extra kick of heat that we love. And then, like I mentioned, some eggs. So this is gonna add more protein and more bodiness to this tuna salad. So let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and in my bowl, I'm going to add 1 can of tuna. So I already drained this tuna, and I'm just going to add it right into my bowl. And this recipe is good for 2 servings. Just gonna take out the rest of that tuna. Kind of just mash it up a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and add so many more ingredients to make this really wholesome, healthy, and filling. And this is great to prep ahead of time. You can definitely keep this in the fridge in an airtight container and use it throughout the week for lunch or a little snack. I'm actually gonna serve them on some lettuce wraps, or you could even do some whole grain toast just to keep it nice, light, and healthy. So I kind of mashed up my tuna. I broke it down into some pieces because sometimes they're big chunks. So you kind of want to just break it down a little bit. And as I mentioned, make sure to drain it of its oil or its water, whatever tuna you do use. All right, this is good. I'm just gonna set it to the side and we can start chopping up our vegetables. I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, so I have some parsley. I like to add some herbs in this. Parsley or cilantro would go well. Whatever you really have in your fridge. And that's what's awesome about tuna salad, is that you could really just use what you have on hand and it'll still be good. You just need a creamy element, you need some freshness in there, a few seasonings, and you have yourself a delicious tuna salad. So feel free to substitute whatever you need based off of what you have. I'm just giving the parsley a quick chop. Perfect. Once it's all chopped up like that, we're just gonna go ahead and add it to our tuna. Like so. And now I'm gonna go ahead and chop up some green onions. I love onions in my tuna salad. I actually typically use red onion, but I had some green onions on hand and I said, you know what? Let's finish these off. So I'm going to just chop these up like so. I'm gonna go all the way down to the white part right there. Add that to the bowl. Chop up those olives. You could use green, you could use black olives, you could chop it up really small. I'm just going to half these pitted olives. Nothing fancy. Like I said, I'm kind of just using whatever I have in my fridge. My husband and I are traveling soon, and I like to empty out our fridge before we travel so nothing goes bad and I don't waste anything. So that's exactly what I'm doing. This is just going to be a delicious tuna salad utilizing what I already have in my pantry and in my fridge. And now I have a little piece of jalapeno that I actually de-seeded so it's not too spicy. Feel free to wear gloves if you like. And I'm just gonna chop this up pretty small because you don't want a big chunk of jalapeno in your mouth or it might just overtake everything, especially if it's a spicy one. But by taking out the seeds, you decrease the level of spice. Keep that in mind. Okay, and now we have some eggs. So I have 3 hard-boiled eggs here. Perfectly cooked. To do hard-boiled eggs, what I do is I bring some water to a boil, add a little bit of salt to it, a little bit of vinegar, just like a dash of vinegar. Once that water starts boiling, I add my eggs and I keep them in there for about 10 to 11 minutes. And then I drain it, put it in some cold water for 2 minutes, and then crack and peel. And look how beautiful that is. So it's up to you if you want to keep the yolk or take it out, but we're going to keep the yolk today. And adding eggs gives that extra protein and really makes it more hearty and meaty. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. And as I mentioned, if you are following the keto diet, this is pretty much keto friendly. Feel free to substitute as needed for your dietary needs. And my husband loves this. He'll eat this as is, right with a spoon, on some toast, a wrap, or even on some lettuce or in a salad. So we're just chopping that up. The salad's going to be so vibrant. And it's really important you try to bring in seafood into your diet at least once a week. There's a lot of omega fatty acids in seafood, which is really good for you. I feel like a lot of people don't eat enough seafood, so whether it's tuna or salmon or some tilapia or shrimp, try to incorporate it once a week at least into your diet. Okay, so I'm just going to put this to the side. We're gonna concentrate now on this bowl over here. I'm just gonna give everything a quick toss, just like so. It's smelling good already. You could probably just eat it like this. But we like a little creaminess in our tuna salad. Okay, so we definitely need to add some salt and some pepper. That is important. Always season. So some salt. Feel free to add as much or as little as you like. Definitely salt and pepper to your preference. So I added some. I'm gonna mix it again. I'm going to squeeze about half a lemon's juice. I like a little acidity in my tuna salad. I think it works really well with seafood in general. So this salad is no exception. You could even do lime if you have lime and you don't have lemon. Okay, so there you go. So it's about 1 tablespoon or so of fresh lemon juice. Give it another quick stir. I just like to make sure all my flavors are mixed together really well. Perfect. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add some of my elements that will make this a little creamy. And as I mentioned, I'm going to be using sour cream as opposed to mayo because that's what I have in my fridge, but definitely use mayonnaise if that's what you have. So I'm gonna start with about 3 tablespoons. And then I'm gonna do about 1 to 2 teaspoons, sorry, not tablespoons. 1 to 2 teaspoons of hot sauce because I like that little kick. And then I'm gonna do about 1 tablespoon of whole grain mustard. And now I'm just going to mix this all together. You can see this is coming together pretty quickly. If you're that person who keeps hard-boiled eggs in your fridge, you can honestly have this ready in no time, probably 5 minutes. My husband's family, they always keep hard-boiled eggs in their fridge. I never grew up doing so, but honestly, it's a great idea. It's great for a snack, put on some toast, or hey, incorporate it in your tuna salad next time. And this is perfectly creamy for us right now. You could adjust that to your liking. You can make it more creamy or less creamy. Like I said, just make sure everything is mixed together really well. I'm gonna go ahead and taste it. Tastes really good. This is perfect. It doesn't need anything. And I always recommend you taste, just in case it needs a little salt, a little pepper, some lemon juice, whatever you want that you think might be missing. And I'm just gonna go ahead and show you a few ways you could enjoy it. So you could have it on some toast. Just slather it like that. Look at that. Beautiful. So you could do that. Or you can make some lettuce wraps with it. I have some cute little lettuce wraps right here. You could just go ahead and just add it like so. And it works perfectly in this wrap as well. And it keeps it really healthy if you're watching your carbs. This is a fabulous lunch and it will fill you up. So I hope you enjoyed watching me make this really yummy, easy, and delicious tuna salad. Stay tuned for next week's video. I really look forward to seeing you guys again and bringing something extra delicious. Definitely check out my YouTube channel, Fufu's Kitchen, my blog, fufuskitchen.com, my Instagram, @fufuinthekitchen, and bon appetit.